To have New York ban MMA, it's like it's going back 15 years, you know? Like it's ridiculous.
New York is the capital of the world in a lot of ways, in the finance capital and in so many different ways, you know, with other sports in New York. There is no reason why, you know, the UFC shouldn't be there.
I think that there's a story behind the real reason why it's banned. You know, I don't think that we're gonna really ever get the true story of why it's banned.
To be in New York City and every day I come out, I get off of the train at Madison Square Garden and I'm thinking, my God, this could be the greatest MMA venue of all time and we can't use it. It's one of those crazy situations where it seems to be purely political elements, which is keeping what could be a great opportunity out.
I think they should let pass it in New York. They'll bring so much money into the state.
You know, it's tough times out there, you know, and this is a proven industry that generates money for a city, you know, brings in work for people, brings people out of the state giving money, brings the fighters giving you lots of money, you know? There's no doubt that for the way the economy is today, like the sport or not, it's a good business move. So if I had anything to say to the Senate or all these guys up there to seem to have a problem, I mean, think of the people. Think of the people out of work. Think of the city that could use the money, you know? It's a no-brainer.
You know, it's a shame that, you know, there's just a few people that are holding it back.
And I think the politicians, because of an ego fight and you have to do this so I can do that, it's ridiculous. This shows that it's like I could never be a politician in my lifetime, you know, because it's I see them sometimes in such a low level and position themselves in such a negative way or in the worst position ever, on top of the wall. That's what we call it. They don't choose one side or the other. They sit and wait.
They just need to educate themselves a little bit more on it before they make their opinion. Sit with some of these guys. I know UFC's been doing a good job of bringing these guys out to Albany and having somewhat of like a little bit of a meet and greet and introducing these people and let them know that these are college-educated guys and you know, men and women. They're no different than a baseball player, football player, or anything like that. I just don't know why these athletes are being treated different than other athletes. Where other athletes are held on a pedestal, we're almost beaten down and put in the basement, so to speak.
You know, the proof is there that, you know, I mean, boxing is more violent than mixed martial arts. We take far less blows to the head than boxers do.
I wouldn't be doing this sport if it wasn't safe, if it wasn't a positive sport, if you couldn't influence this amazing country that I came to live in, if you couldn't influence in a positive way, I wouldn't be doing.
You know, there's not many things out there like, you know, when you put two individuals, you know, in the ring or in the cage together and you know, they're left with just their gloves on, their shorts on, and their heart, you know, and they're forced to put it on the line in front of everybody. And I think this is what people want to see. You know, I think if you go all the way back to the gladiator days, people are intrigued by this. And now to get that in a controlled environment where it's less dangerous than other sports, I mean, I don't know why in the world we would ever you know, want to ban this. And it's not like you get knuckleheads that are fighting. You know, you get college graduates, you get people who are, you know, I was a school teacher before I was a fighter. And, you know, I mean, look at Brian Stanley, look at so many great people out there. And I think it could really not only be great for people to watch, but inspire a lot of people as well, you know, to get after their dreams. So I think it would be an amazing thing for sure.
With all of these phenomenal champions leading by such a good example, all the time. Every one of those champions are phenomenal attitude. They do things for the public. What better example could you ask for?
And it will happen. Like these politicians that are in now, either gonna deny it or they'll be phased out and they'll be the next politicians.
It's only a matter of time. Like, you know, stupidity can't hold out forever. At some point, just common sense will prevail and people will be like, you know what, this is generating a lot of revenue, a lot of money for other states. It can generate revenue for New York also.
And I would love to see Frankie fight at the Garden.
It'd be crazy. It'd be fantastic.
If that ever happened, yeah, it would be Frankie.
It would mean a lot from our fans' perspective, from our donors, from our alumni, our administration, and our Rutgers University Wrestling program to to see Frankie Edgar compete at Madison Square Garden.
For me personally, being in Madison Square Garden with Frankie, that would probably be the last piece of my puzzle. You know, being a trainer. After that, I'm done. I really don't need anything else.
You know, we have a small window that we could fight here. You know, your career could be. And I believe, you know, I'm not going to miss my boat, you know, to be able to fight in the Garden. But, I mean, the way it's been going, I've been saying, oh, it's going to happen this year. It's going to happen this year. And it's been going on for 3 years now. So, you know, I think it'd be unfortunate if something say happens where I don't get to fight in the Garden. I'd be upset for sure.
I think it's going to be one of those things where when it finally does break through, people will just look back and wonder why it took so long.
You know, it's time. You can't stop it.
I train 2 to 3 times a day, 6 days a week. Being on the mat for like a half hour, that can burn like 300 or 400 calories right there. And the problem is by Wednesday in the week, I would be so fatigued and so overtrained.
Feeding your body is so important.
These are all great athletes, and through our product line, I believe that we can be able to help them become even better athletes.
You want to have a sponsor that's a little invested in your goals too. And, you know, Gaspari is definitely has accomplished that for me.